Gigi Berardi reading FoodWISE, continuing on with researcher Stephanie Seneff and fats. Seneff came away from her studies with a conclusion that many probably found surprising. Her path to good health: bring on the bacon. Fats make our bodies function better. For those of us worried about weight gain, sugar is the culprit, not saturated fat and cholesterol. Seneff argues that lifestyle changes over the past 40 years, in particular cutting back on sun exposure and dietary fat, have done us harm. But many of us have come to believe that avoiding these things is healthy. That's in quotes, healthy. Part of the problem too, Seneff says, is our large intake of refined carbohydrates, i.e., highly processed and sugary foods that digest quickly and cause blood sugar to spike. Repeatedly and over time, this leads to insulin resistance and quite possibly type 2 diabetes, part of what's often referred to as, again in quotes, the metabolic syndrome, associated with high weight and abdominal fat. That belly fat is a form of fat that simply does not perform the same protective functions as subcutaneous fat throughout the body. Belly fat is, in effect, the unnecessary fat we gain not from eating fat per se, but from eating too many carbohydrates. Further, that belly fat is in the wrong place to do us any good by protecting organs. How ironic. That belly fat is actually a signal that we have insufficient saturated fat in our diets. So too much processed fat, not enough saturated fat from whole foods, the W in WISE. That's the message tonight. The article is looking at a stand that students are taking. No thank you online, and perhaps taking a gap year. Full tuition for online classes, you bet. In a heartbeat. So I, as a professor, am spending much more time with my online classes than I was before. So I guess I would call this conscientious online classes, which most faculty are providing. It's a lot of work, but it is super fascinating to see what pathways students are taking as a result of coronavirus and distancing mandates.